Hello everyone, this is Jiaern Galamay, and for today's discussion, we are going to talk about number relation problem. This lesson serves as a foundation that will give you an insight to topics similar or synonymous to this topic. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. Now, the first variety is consecutive integer problems, word problems that involve consecutive integer, and it also involves numbers or integers that follow a certain sequence, and for this variety, it follows the pattern of one number higher than its preceding number. For example, 8 is one number higher than 7, and 7 is one number higher than 6. And it uses the formula n, comma, n plus 1, comma, n plus 2, comma, n plus 3, and so on. The formula itself can be widened if ever the question requires 4 or more consecutive integer numbers. Now, for the second variety is consecutive even integer. It involves even integers. Ano nga ba ang mga even integers? Ito ay ang mga numbers that divisible and is a factor of 2, such as 2 itself, 4, 6, and so on. And compared to consecutive integer problems that only has one number higher than its preceding number, consecutive even integer is 2 number higher than its preceding number. For example, 18, 20, and 22. 22 is 2 number higher than 20, and 20 is 2 number higher than 18. And it uses the formula of 2n, comma, 2n plus 2, comma, 2n plus 4, comma, and 2n plus 6, and so on. And it can be widened. And for the third variety, consecutive odd integer. It involves odd consecutive integers. Ngayon, ano na naman ba ang mga consecutive odd integers? Ito ay mga numbers that won't be divided by 2, and if you're going to divide it by 2, the answer will be in decimal or in fraction form. Similar to consecutive even integer, consecutive odd integer, it is also 2 numbers higher than its preceding number. For example, 5, 7, and 9. 9 is 2 number higher than 7, and 7 is 2 number higher than 5. And it uses the formula of 2n plus 1, comma, 2n plus 3, comma, 2n plus 5, comma, so on and so forth. Now, how to determine if it's odd, even, or just consecutive, or when to use the formula for consecutive, odd, and even integer. Now, I will give you a few tips in the acronym of OMG. O stands for observe the question. Observing the question means you're looking at the details provided or given in that specific question. M stands for make use of the words used in that specific question. Now that you have observed it and already got the idea, you now have to make use of the words such as odd, integer, or just consecutive as a clue. Now, finally, G stands for grasp the problem using the given formulas. Now that you know what formula to use, answer or try to solve it as soon as possible so you can check if your answer is correct, and if it is wrong, you can try again without actually wasting your time. Now, I will be giving few examples in regards to our lesson for today. Number 1 is the sum of 3 consecutive odd numbers is 33. What is the biggest? Now, the first step in solving this problem is we will be using the formula for consecutive odd integer since it was stated that in the problem, it was looking for 3 consecutive odd integer. And the formula is 2n plus 1, 2n plus 3, 2n plus 5. And let be 2n plus 1 be the least number, 2n plus 3 be the middle number, and 2n plus 5 be the biggest number out of the 3. Now, the second step in answering this problem is we will be combining the similar terms, which are the 3 2n's, 2n plus 2n plus 2n, and that equates to 6n. Then, add the 3, 5, and 1, and that equates to 9. Then, as you can see here, we have 6n plus 9 is equals to 33. Then, the next step that we will be doing is transposing 9 to the other side. And when transposing 9 to the other side, it will also change its sign from positive 9 to negative 9. And that makes 6n is equals to 33 minus 9. So 33 minus 9 is 24. Now, we will be canceling out the 6n by dividing 6 on both sides. Now, 6 divided by 6 is naiwan is n. And 24 divided by 6, and that equates to 4. Now, nakuha na natin ang value ng n. Now, we will be substituting the value of n sa ating ginamit na formula since we're looking for the biggest number. So, we will be using the formula of 2n plus 5. Then, substitute all the n in 2n plus 5 to 4. So, that makes 4 times 2 plus 5 is equals to 13. Now, the biggest number is 13. Now, how to verify if your answer is correct? Since we already found the value of the biggest number, which is 13, as the rule says, that consecutive odd integers are two numbers higher than its predecessors. Since 13 is the biggest number, it simply says that instead of adding 2, we just need to subtract 13 by 2 and 4. So, 13 minus 2 is 11. 13 minus 4 is 9. 13 is the biggest, 11 is the mid, 9 is the lowest. 13 plus 11 plus 9 is 33. So, tama ang iyong answer. Now, the next example is the sum of 3 consecutive even numbers is 96. What are the 3 consecutive numbers? So, it's very obvious dito na ang gagamitin nating formula ay ang formula for consecutive even numbers. So, ang formula is 2n, 2n plus 2, 2n plus 4. Now, we will be combining similar terms which are 2n plus 2n plus 2n, and that equates to 6n. Then, 4 plus 2 is equals to 6. So, as you can see here, meron na tayong 6n plus 6 is equals to 96. Next is, we'll be transposing 6 sa kabilang side. And just like what I've said kanina, in the process of transposing a number, we will be changing its sign from positive to negative. So, as you can see here, 6n is equals to 96 minus 6. And subtracting 96 to 6, ang matitira sa atin is 90. So, as you can see here, ang natira na lang is 6n is equals to 90. Now, we will be canceling 6, so ang matira na lang is n. We will be canceling it by dividing 6 in both sides. 6n divided by 6 is n. 90 divided by 6 is 15. Now, nahanap na natin ang value ng n, which is 15. Now, how to verify if your answer is correct? Since we already found the value of n, which is 15, we are going to substitute all the value of n in the formula we used to 15. So, ang ginamit natin formula kanina is 2n plus 2n plus 2 plus 2n plus 4. So, we will be changing all the n's to 15. And that is 2 times 15 plus 2 times 15 plus 2 plus 2 times 15 plus 4. And that leaves to 30 plus 30 plus 2 plus 30 plus 4. And 90 plus 6 is equals to 96. So, tama ang iyong answer. At dito na pala nagtatapos ang ating discussion for today's topic, which is number relation problems. At naway marami kayong natutunan mula sa aking mini discussion for today. At ito muli si Jiaern Galamay na nag-iiwan sa iyo ng katagang, let's have fun while learning mathematics.